And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah, shit. You're doing the same shit. Outside runs and shit.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation. Second and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On the ground, it's Thompson. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A handoff to Abdullah. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Jones. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here you go.
They'll start the drive with
you got it.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. 47, 47, 46.
Second down, Prescott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Crowder. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Taco.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Going, young man?
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great.
Who you play this week in this
league?
Not
good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That.
On hard. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16.
Shutting down too.
Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Here's Jones. throwing on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go. 190. 190. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Jones now. Throwing again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here you go.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Dak ain't got no time.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Forced out to his left. Toward the
Good
sideline.
fucking
Did he
shit.
keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go, Dak. Get out on the move a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
They beating the shit out of our line.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack? It's 3rd and long.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, 46. Switch is
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. So out now come the Redskins. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going.
Come on. What's up with y'all blocking, man?
Sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Seems like pretty
and he's going to
aggressive.
be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He can't
who is that getting beat up over there, man?
Leonidas in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This is crazy.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception,
Let's go.
a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Play action. Jones. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, let's go. 38.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They pitch to Abdullah. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Thompson, and an alley to run.
Come on.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give him even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. On third down, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Oh, this shit tripping.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Our game froze, yo. That shit was crazy. Madden be tripping. Hold on.
Where are you going to look at the refrigerator?
I gotta pick up the kids.
I said, where?
Oh. I'm gonna see PC Richard first. Deals.
Where's that?
I'm going upstairs, 86th Street.
Where's that?
King Plaza. Alright.
Yep. Yeah. Fucking game froze. shit just sitting there like showing the crowd the play clock running down. So I call a timeout. He do the same shit the next time. So we said we're gonna let the play clock run down. The shit ran all the way down to 1 and just froze. $10-7 him. Third quarter. Move, Bishop.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Get the ball first this game.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season.
You got this
Week
weekend?
7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cowboys.
Thompson, and he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Nah, we got the target.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. What? None. What? None. Hey, alert 48.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Throwing Jones. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Taco Charlton in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38.
Jones Off play action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The fucking ball.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The gives to Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to Zeke.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Crowder now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Jones on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
A toss to Abdullah. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Jones. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going to get him over the 40 to the 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Jones now on 1st and 10, looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running left on the toss, Abdullah. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
And with a play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now Jones, operating from the gun. On the catch, it's Crowder. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Right there. 54, right there. 54. Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And this is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. This is screen to Abdullah. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got
Come on,
hit.
swing,
Ball pops
man.
out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Now Prescott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just...
Oh, my
Skins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Fucking shit.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go for his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, man.
To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Into the Redskins. Have it they do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
On first down, Abdullah. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. This one caught by Crowder. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Again, this is Abdullah. And a short gain here down to the 22. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run with Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. to throw. Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Cooper was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
46. Done.
Prescott now from the 50. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 46. Good.
Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Here you go. It's coming now.
They'll run it with Elliott. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Fuck, man.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Let's go, get out.
A handoff left, Elliott.
Yeah,
Sharp move, but
see
can't
these
find
niggas
much
just
space. Drop just
getting
inside
off
the
all
20.
these blocks, man.
Give him 3
He
on
ain't got
1st
no
down.
hold.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Y'all finally gonna get y'all quarterback. I said y'all finally gonna get y'all quarterback.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And
You
he'll
said
be
what?
hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this
Yeah,
one.
my
No
lines
doubt
are
about it.
getting
And in
used,
today's
man.
NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick is indeed good.
It's tough for me to get down
and they
here,
take
man.
the lead
so
here
I'm trying
now
to take
at
the point.
10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
I got it on that 4th and inches.
A little
I
bit
went
of a negative. They didn't get
getting
6
to Zeke
points
on
out of it,
4th
right?
and
Didn't
inches.
get the
That's how I got
touchdown.
down there.
But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Monster formations and shit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets this one away, and
Threw the
boy,
ball
it's
high
another
pass,
boomer.
3 yards, knee. snapped the ball and just threw a high pass 3 yards to the line of scrimmage. His man jumps up, catches the ball, bounces off a tackle,
and they had 3 points last time,
and runs in for a touchdown.
They didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
No,
it's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back now at FedEx Field. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's able to
shit, Michael Gallup.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40
Good
before
shit.
He's taken down.
Good ball,
Give him
Dak.
30 yards there.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give to Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He called the time already.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
He's calling timeout. I got something for you. I got something for you.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
The ball.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
That's a safety. That's a safety. Yes,
safety.
sir.
Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football.
Dumbass.
No guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
I'll take
Here's
it.
the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They're holding on
Now I'm gonna run the ball out. I only got one timeout left.
You hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously,
you seen that bullshit you just did?
Here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really with the 4-minute offense.
Oh, I know that. I know that. He called timeout.
Steady gains.
He was on it.
To be big plays. But it has
you
to
seen
be
that bullshit he just did, though?
First downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He had their low TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
One more first down. This game's over with.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
They go to Elliott again. And Elliott runs.
Yes, sir. Ball game.
Take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was an ugly one, but I'll take it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
It wasn't pretty, but we'll take it. One more of that. And we up out
One
of here.
final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nigga said crowd around the block. No, you talking about his wide receiver. I got a bye week. All right.